He looked like a successful businessman, luxury cars, designer clothes, a beautiful family. But behind those gates, behind the smiling photos, lived one of the most feared kidnappers in Nigeria. For years, wealthy men vanished, and no one knew the monster was hiding in plain sight. This is the story of Evans. To neighbors, he was polite, quiet, successful. Children played near his house. Visitors admired the cars in the driveway. No one asked too many questions. No one imagined that inside this calm neighborhood, millions of naira in ransom money had passed through unseen hands. Then the stories spread. Businessmen were being taken off the roads, dragged into vans, blindfolded. Families received terrifying calls demanding fortunes. Some paid immediately, some begged for time, and somewhere in the shadows, Evans was building an empire from fear. Victims later described locked rooms, bare walls, no windows. Days became weeks. The only voices they heard were kidnappers negotiating prices for their freedom, as if human lives were items in a marketplace. Every scream meant more money. He was no street thug. Evans planned routes, tracked targets, used safe houses, changed vehicles. He ran kidnapping like a corporation, cold, organized, profitable, and the richer he became, the bolder he grew. But every empire makes mistakes. One kidnapping would go wrong, one victim would survive, one clue would surface, and soon, the man who hunted others would become the hunted. For years, he was untouchable, every move calculated, every victim carefully chosen. But power creates confidence, and confidence creates mistakes. One victim would survive, one detail would slip, and suddenly, the man no one could find left a trail. He wasn't supposed to escape, blindfolded, weak, exhausted, but somehow he made it out alive, and what he revealed changed everything. Locations, voices, patterns. For the first time, Evans was no longer invisible. The kidnappings became too frequent, too bold. Same style, same precision. People began to connect the dots. This wasn't random crime. This was a system, a network, and at the center of it was a man no one had seen. Evans didn't work alone. Drivers, watchers, negotiators, each one played a role, but fear kept them silent, because in this world, loyalty wasn't optional and betrayal had consequences. The money changed everything. Millions turned into more millions, and soon, it wasn't enough. He demanded higher ransoms, took bigger risks, moved faster, but greed has a cost, and every step forward brought him closer to exposure. Then something shifted. Calls became risky, movements became watched. Safe houses were no longer safe. For the first time, Evans began to feel it. The pressure, the silence before a storm. He had built an empire on fear, but now, fear was building around him. Every road closed, every move tracked, and somewhere in the darkness, his final mistake had already been made. Every empire, no matter how powerful, falls. For years, he controlled fear, controlled lives, controlled millions. But now, everything was closing in. The calls, the movements, the silence, and deep down, Evans knew this was the beginning of the end. It didn't start from the outside. It started within. Whispers, fear, doubt. Someone talked. A small mistake, a small leak was all it took. Because in a world built on loyalty through fear, no one stays loyal forever. Evans tried to adapt, changed locations, switched phones, moved faster. But this time, it didn't matter. Every move he made was already known. The hunter had become predictable. It happened quickly. No warning, no escape. The doors opened, and the empire ended in seconds. The man who controlled fear stood still, because for the first time, he had nowhere left to run. Then came the truth, calm, detailed, chilling. He spoke of millions, of victims, of operations, not with regret, but with precision, as if it was just business. Outside, the world reacted. Neighbors shocked, family in disbelief. The smiling man they knew was never real. Two lives, one truth, and now everyone could see it. But the story doesn't end here, because the real question remains. How many secrets, are still hidden, how many lives were never told, and how many monsters are still living among us, unseen. This was Evans.